So I use Reshade across all my games, whether that's retro games or whether that's new games. The retro games are a bit easier to do because I don't need to apply it to every single individual game, just the application. That means I only need to have one Reshade preset for all games. I typically do use the same one. But enough of me rambling, I thought I'd show you guys how to install it. You too can enhance your gaming experience. Alright, first things first, go to Google. That's what my Google sounds like. Type Reshade. That'll be this first one up here. Click download. I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. I just put the application in a random folder. But preferably put it somewhere you can find it. The current version is 6.6.2. As you can see here, I've got a fair few games connected to this. But I made one mistake before. I'm going to show you guys what not to do. So what not to do is click desktop applications. You can see I don't have any here, but okay, I have one. I have Blacklist. But it's not going to work if you click desktop applications. You have to go to the main game directory. My most recent game I added Reshade to was Manhunt, and I think it looks very nice. So I'm just going to use Manhunt for this example. Bear in mind, Manhunt runs on DirectX 8, so you have to convert it to 9. Also, if you're still here, please drop a follow. Be at 10k in no time. What you want to do is go into the directory folder, find the main exe, click that. You'll get an error if it's on a different DirectX, but don't worry about that. As you can see, it's converted from 8 to 9. We click 9. We can update the reshade and effects. But if it's your first installation, you won't need to do this. I'm just going to click update. And you have all these when you click on it. And what these are essentially is graphic filters. It's a way of enhancing the game without using too much CPU power. As you can see, we've got fake HDR. There's bloom. There's a lot of effects. I typically just use a few because it can completely overload a game and make it lag. So I'm just going to click next right here. And there you go. And it is installed. You can exit out of that. I can launch Manhunt. I also installed mods as well, so it looks a bit better. As you can see, we've got that overlay at the top of the screen. Just click the home button. Once you do this first time, you'll have a few things to click. But either way, this is what you end up with. As you can see from my CPU power, I can't do a lot of these, but I can do the main one I wanted to do. And just for a better comparison, this is what the game looks like when they're off. Don't get me wrong, I do like the game looking like this, but it's just a bit dull, and there's not really too much to the environment. I understand these games were designed like that, but that's not the way I like to play. I like to try and give it a fresh coat of paint. So if we turn these back on, as you can see, the colors are a bit more vibrant. Shadows appear darker. Also, this may look different between different monitors. I have two different monitors. I have a Dell and an MSI. My MSI shows more vibrant colors than my Dell, but maybe that's just some settings. But yeah, there's just a lot you can do with Reshade. And I use the colorful filter in order to like enhance blood textures and stuff to make them kind of pop. Once you turn the color up, things seem to look a bit more natural, even for an old video game. And also, when you mess around with the bloom settings, you may need to turn it down a bit because sometimes these are very bright. Sometimes you can move this mouse around and you can't see nothing.